Hello guys from Little Venice, where I'm trying to get used to my new camera. So tonight I'm taking the sleeper train from Paddington to Penzance in Cornwall, and Little Venice is not that far away from here. I decided in between the Caledonia sleeper and this video to get a new camera, reason being my usual camera is not waterproof. So of course when it's raining, I feel like I don't want to film with it in case it gets wet, and of course water and the gimbal don't go together. So therefore I've got a new camera and it's the first time using it, so bear with me. If you haven't seen the Caledonia Sleeper video, please go watch it before you watch this one. Reason being, there's going to be a comparison video, so please subscribe and you'll be notified of that. The Sleeper Lounge doesn't open until 9 o'clock tonight, and I'm early. Good job, considering it took a while to get my microphone to connect to the camera. So let's have a little walk back to Paddington, shall we? Little Venice, Browning's Pool. And a map to go with it. Paddington Central. Not too bad if you've got your own ping pong rackets and balls. I love these colours. Hello, mate. So those of you who watched the Caledonia Sleeper Train video, you might be wondering, Max, you've promised us Scotland videos. Where are they? Like, they're not on your channel. Well, I've got a bit of explaining to do. Like I said, I was going to Scotland with my parents. Maybe we're going to show up to Scotland and I was getting the sleeper train. So originally, we were supposed to be staying in Fort William for a couple of nights and then moving over to Inverness. And unfortunately, my dad's car had a bit of a problem with it, and we ended up cancelling Inverness and going straight back home. Now, of course, the weather wasn't brilliant. I don't know what it is with me and videos and rain, but I seem to be having bad luck with it. And we just decided to cancel the rest of the trip and come straight back home. Now, okay, yes, I've lost content on the channel because of it, but I am planning on going back up to Scotland eventually. I'm not planning on going to Inverness. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going. I want it to be a little surprise. I don't know when it's going to be though, it'll probably be next year. But the way things happened, so the last one being Caledonia sleeper train and now this, it's done me a favour in a way, because what I can do is I can put the two videos side by side, do a comparison video and give my verdict on which one's better. Not saying that the two sleeper trains are in comparison with each other, but I want to see if one's better than the other. Now, tonight's train leaves at, is it 10 to midnight, I think? The trains on a Sunday today, they are different to during the week. I have lounge access from 9 o'clock tonight, so I'm going to show you the lounge properly this time. I know I didn't show you much of it at Euston, if any at all, and that's because when I got out the shower and went back to the lounge, it was packed. But Caledonia Sleeper did say that the train was going to be busy in the text that they sent me, saying that the water in my room wasn't going to be working. Now I'm hoping that this one will be better. But there is a difference with Great Western Railway and Caledonia Sleeper in that with Great Western Railway you don't get food on the train and there's only one type of room. So you'll see that. But I've already eaten, and in the lounge there are biscuits and snacks and like bites. When I say like bites, I don't mean cooked stuff, but there isn't anything like food-wise. And I hope I'm going the right way. Oh crap, I've missed it. How can I miss that sign? I'll see you guys on the station. Paddington station. Yes, I'm very early. If you really like Paddington, through these doors here, there is his own shop. I'm not gonna go. There he is. Yeah, everything Paddington. Of course, we've got the shops here as well. So the sleeper train itself goes from platform 1, which is exactly the same as the Caledonia sleeper train. And already you can see that Paddington is a lot better than Euston. The lounge itself is also on platform 1. And unlike the other platforms, you can just walk straight onto it. Paddington! A bench.
Chelsea and Didcot Parkway. This train is pulling for 8 vessels.
Well, let's try and find that lounge. I think this is it. The lounge is pretty quiet at the time of my visit, and of course I didn't want to talk in here. But there was plenty of space, plenty of seats as well, alongside some free biscuits and crisps, and also some fruit. Of course I grabbed what I wanted, but I thought there could have been a better choice of crisps. And there was a bin, free Wi-Fi, coffee machines, though one was turned off at the time. And there was also drinks in the fridge below. Alongside a luggage rack there was toilets and shower, but of course I didn't utilise the shower because of what happened at Euston. Put myself down here by the window so I can charge my laptop up and also watch the train come in. How gorgeous is Paddington Station at night. So it's nearly 9:30 and a train is supposed to come in shortly, but according to real-time trains, the train's only supposed to be 3 carriages long. Well, something's coming in now, so we'll find out. That's definitely more than 3 coaches. So we've got 57,312 at this end. Slam doors. And believe it or not, this is the only train left in the UK, to my knowledge at least, that has slam doors. This is Berths, FE. D where I am tonight. It's 13 to 24, so I'll have to get on that side. C, which is the restaurant car. Perhaps I think I'll get on that door and show you that first. Looks nicer than Caledonian Sleeper. From the outside, that is. Then we've got coach B, which is where the poor buggers have to sit. Guess he's going to get an uncomfortable night. Got 2 coaches for that. And then up the top here, we have the locomotive that's going to be taking us out tonight. Venice Castle. $57,604. Now hopefully I'm going to get a better night's sleep tonight because I don't have Scottish tracks to deal with. So this train, like I said earlier, doesn't do food as such. The ticketing situation, you are allowed to have railcard for the trip. However, if you want a berth, as they're called, you can't use your railcard and you have to purchase that as a supplement. So I think you get a seat as well. I don't quite know how it works, but what I'll do is I'll link you to the Great Western Railway page in the description below, and I'll also put the pricing down there as well, and you can have a read yourself. Board. So, okay, first. Very nice. One toilet, sink, baby changing facilities. Not that you'd actually bring a baby on here, I don't know. Door controls, and there is another toilet towards the end of the carriage as well.
Sorry, yeah, it's just that I did rush.
By God, that's a squeeze and a half. So the walls are paper thin, but here's a tour of the room. So doors there, which I couldn't close, so I had to get the host to close it for me. Window, night light, which is annoying me as I'm going to turn it off. That is the twin room, which is currently locked, I hope. Then we've got the wardrobe with the coat hanger, 2 bottles of water which will be coming with me. Another mirror there. Blind which I couldn't figure out how to open. Temperature controls. It's down to cold and up for hot, I think. See if I don't. soap, room key, which you don't need to activate, and that's just a train ticket. Drop that over there. Then we've got, right, I'm not very good at this, am I? There we go. Sink. But at least with these guys, they give you an actual table. Unlike Caledonia Sleeper, who decided to take it out. And there you've got a bed. Then we've got host button, which I hope, given how close it is to the bed, I'm not going to be pressing that instead of the light switch. Then light switch, we've got region light, that's the light up there, which I didn't even know existed, and red light. Unfortunately, no USB-C connections, so luckily I came prepared. I think I'm going to be putting my phone on that one, because that seems to be too close to the bed for my liking. So I don't fancy the charger in my face either. Then we've got adjustable reading lamp, which I don't really need on at the moment, gives it a chance to cool down as well. I'm going to have to shift that because that's going to be my face. 2 pillows which feel really nice. A bed which looks really narrow. That is the upper berth. And this is supposed to be a fold down table, which again I can't open. I literally look like I'm thick right now. So the instructions. Anyway, pull down train to use. I'll figure that one out. Apart from that, that's it. So after messing around with it for quite a bit, I've managed to open the blind. I've already opened it just to show you guys. I'll close it again shortly. And also the table. It is a bit of a tight one, but at least you get a table. Though I've got the option of 2 tables with this sleeper service, so hopefully I will decide in the morning which one I want to use. You also get underbed storage, which seems like there's more storage here than what there was with the Caledonia Sleeper. I'll soon find out when I get my back asunder. I'll let you know what I think of the bed tomorrow. So I've just been to use the facilities, and I'm pretty sure that corridor is narrower than Caledonia Sleepers. But what made me laugh is that I was watching a guy try and get in his room. He had a gripping massive rucksack, and you could barely get in. Like, that's how narrow these doors are, and corridors. But yeah, so that's just one thing to bear in mind if you're going to come on this train. Just be mindful on how big your bag is. Morning, guys. Yes, I ended up using the sleep kit that the Caledonia Sleeper gave me. They gave me 2. Used one on that trip, and I'm using the second one now. So it's about 6:05, and we are between Plymouth and God knows where. It's a station beginning with L. I can't pronounce it, but I'll put the name in the on the screen below. I'm still trying to wake up. I've been alarm set for 6:30. Obviously with the movement of the train, which is a lot better than the one going to Scotland, I'll say that for nothing. Yeah, with the movement of the train and everything else, I've sort of woken up early. Also, it's starting to get light. Just to see it through the blind. But the pillows are comfortable. As for the bed, well, I'll show you. So I ended up having a bit of a fight down at the bottom there with the duvet. The duvet is quite thick. And also, I don't know if you can see that half of it is trailing on the floor. We stopped off at Reading and Exeter. How do I know that? Well, I woke up. Or should I say the train woke me up? During which I had to strip my bed out. So yeah, the mattress protector moved, the sheet moved, and the duvet is not even tucked in. That goes down to how thin the bed is. But I was half expecting half of my stuff to drop off onto the floor, and it never did. So yeah, I'm going to try and wake myself up a bit, and then I'm going to get packed, and hopefully breakfast will be here at 7:10. I went for the later breakfast option. Reason being, well, it will give me a chance to wake up, knowing how much, or should I say how little sleep I got from the sleeper train going up to Scotland. And also I can clear that table off and utilise that. I've decided to utilise that one rather than the puny little one. I'm too tired to even function at the moment. But like I said, next week's video will be the comparison, so I'm not going to do too much comparing right now. And I'll show you breakfast when it turns up. So we've just pulled into Truro, and breakfast is behind me. Let's have a little look, see what we've got. So she did ask me what I wanted, and I've gone for a bacon roll because there was no sausage, and got a tea on the left and orange juice on the right. They don't give me a lot of milk though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in. I do have access to the lounge at Penzance, so I'll go up to the lounge and just top it up a bit more, I think. The question is though, red or brown sauce? Which would you go for? Some people say tomato for bacon and brown for sausage, but others have a preference of one over the other. Let me know what you go for in the comments below. And I'm going to demolish this. Fair to say that you only get 2 scraggy bits of bacon, and also they don't give you any napkins. Bit disappointed really. Hey guys, we've just left Camborne. Got about another 20 minutes or so to go. So I thought I'd utilise this time to finish the video. I'm not going to really be doing much. I mean, I've got packed and I'm just waiting to leave now. Like I say, next week the comparison video is going to be out, and then after that it'll be the Penzance video, even though I'm going to be filming it the other way around. So what did you guys think to that? Is the Great Western Railway like Riviera sleeper better than Caledonian? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you next week. Bye for now.